when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, good job, brother. Good job.
They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
First down, and they go with Swift again. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is all the way up past the 25. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. They took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, now Rodgers. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there, getting him the first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Lions nothing.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
To number 14.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
56 to Mike, 56. Check 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Detroit.
On 1st down, Swift. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And goal at the 3-yard
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Pick up a 2.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so Maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss. And
it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 38-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
46-yard line.
Check Mike 21. Don't get nervous. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Check Mike. Check Mike. Inside.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Rodgers now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. A dump underneath to Jones. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation either.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On third down, Love. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
He'll take it at the 42, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
No gain on the play.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. To throw now, here's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and 10.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Incomplete.
Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Packers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 20.
Love now. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw again on second down, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second and 12. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete. It's Damian Willis.
Love's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
On 4th down, Love. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down throw complete downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Packers 38, Lions 12.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Second and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got one.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
The Lions first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
That's trash. That's trash. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That one good for 37 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right? And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Preston Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
15 yards there for number 15.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Rodgers looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Franks, incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Packers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.